Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. I always wanted to be on this live.
Yes, it's an honor to have you here. I know this is your first time. Very welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
So, Dakota, this is a brunch. I know, as I said before, this is your first brunch, but don't worry, I will guide you.
Thank
In the
you.
as you know, in Mexico and Latin America, we love food. We're very like foodie people and everything.
Yes.
So we start, for example, with our breakfast. For example, for me, sometimes I ate, well, now actually I just drink a tea or something. I want to know, how is the morning in the life of Dakota Kai?
A morning in the life of me, usually I like to work out before breakfast. So I eat like after I work out, usually do a fasted cardio workout. But my breakfast usually consists of like anything egg related I like. I like waffles. I like pancakes, like all the unhealthy stuff I like.
Okay.
But I miss like when I was in New Zealand. I'm Samoan, so my mum would always cook like a big feast of like it would be like seafood and all this like all the island food. So I miss that so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, I need to translate to the fans. Is that okay for you?
Pardon?
I need to translate to the fans.
Yes, of course.
Ok, perfecto. Bueno, pues ya saben que todos nos encanta platicar aquí y comenzar hablando acerca de cómo es un día en la vida de Dakota Kai. Y me dijo, bueno, a mí me encanta hacer ejercicio y me encanta desayunar. Y ella, a diferencia de todas las superestrellas, pues a ella sí le gusta desayunar consistente, que le gustan los waffles, que le gustan los hot cakes. Entonces eso es cosa padre. Y me estaba diciendo que extraña muchísimo los desayunos de Nueva Zelanda. So you said that you miss the breakfast in New Zealand, right?
Yes.
How is a typical breakfast?
In New Zealand, so like Samoan food is very different from New Zealand food, but New Zealand food is very influenced by like the UK. So a English big breakfast is very similar to like a Kiwi big breakfast, maybe just some slight changes here and there, but they're both pretty much the same.
Ah, ok, perfecto. Yeah. Bueno, pues le pregunté ahorita que cómo era un desayuno en Nueva Zelanda y me dijo, a ver, la cuestión de los samoanos, más bien es como samoano. Entonces dijo que era básicamente muy parecido a como desayunan en Inglaterra. Y ya lo sabemos, ya nos han dicho muchas veces cómo es que desayunan en Inglaterra. Ok, so, you have an extraordinary trajectory. You have been wrestling in many different places, from Australia to Japan. So tell us what has been the most remarkable experience, and also how is the wrestling business in New Zealand?
Wow, so my most remarkable experience, I think, was doing those Japanese tours, just because it was such a different culture to me. They were so it was just it's such a good experience to me, you know, like how they lived was so different, the food that they ate was different, but I love immersing myself in a culture like that, like that's different, because I want to experience, you know, all these different things, these different sites. So that was really cool. The scene in New Zealand, I think after the pandemic, it took quite a hit, but I think right now there's new promotions popping up, there's new talent on the scene, so I think it's like on a resurgence. Yeah.
Okay. That's great. But is huge the wrestling business there?
It was very, very big, surprisingly, back in like the 60s, 70s. For some reason, New Zealand wrestling was like a very big scene with on the mat and things like that. But it's not, it's definitely growing. But for me, when I was wrestling in New Zealand, I definitely had to travel overseas in order to get my name out there. Like I had to travel to Australia, Japan, even here in the States, because the scene is, our country is so small, you know, like we're so removed from the rest of the world. So in order to get eyes on us, we really have to travel overseas.
Okay, but you need to come to Mexico.
Yes, I've only been there once, and that was for like visa related stuff, but I really want to go and wrestle. Yeah.
Yes, this is huge. I mean, Mexico is, I think, is one of the biggest countries to wrestle.
Yeah, that was on my bucket list. Same with the UK. Like I didn't wrestle in England until like after I was signed with the company. So Mexico is definitely on the list. Yeah.
Ok, perfecto, muy bien. Bueno, pues estábamos hablando ahorita acerca de cómo es esta cuestión de la industria de la lucha en Nueva Zelanda. Ya me dijo, mira, a pesar de que es un país muy chiquito, es súper grande, o sea, tenía muchísima demanda. Ahora con esta cuestión de la pandemia, bueno, pues bajó un poco, pero poco a poco se ha ido reactivando. Ella, por ejemplo, salió fuera de Nueva Zelanda para poder hacerse de nombre. Dijo que uno de sus países favoritos fue Japón, porque le encanta como, conocer nueva gente, le encanta conocer la comida, le encanta conocer nuevas culturas. Y este país lo tiene todo. Entonces yo le dije, bueno, pero pronto México, porque pues saben ustedes que México es una de las capitales de la lucha. Me dijo, sí, México y también Inglaterra, porque Inglaterra es lo que hace falta. So, of all the countries you live in, where do you have more memories?
Ooh. I would say Japan again, because I was there probably twice. We did 3-month tours, so that was like quite a long time, but not too long. So I was there for about like combined 6 months. The experience there, like I said before, just because it was so different from anything else, the food and the way of life that they have over there, plus we did some awesome things. Like we got to see Mount Fuji. We got to go like to one of the biggest theme parks in the world, Fuji Q. So, and plus all the girls there that we got to work with, they were so welcoming, and the crowd was just so very polite. Like the Japanese crowd is very respectful, and there's such a different crowd, like just more of a toned down aspect for the most part. So yeah, I'd say Japan for sure.
Wow, it's not like here in Mexico.
No, yeah, but I went to Mexico to experience like the rowdiness. Like that was with the UK is the same. Like they sing songs and they're so vibrant and chaotic. I love it.
Yeah, but at the same time, for example, for girls, it's really amazing just to walk out the streets or something, then you feel safe. And Japan is like that. It's very safe. It's a safe country, and it's really beautiful and clean, right?
Yes, it's very beautiful. And I don't know, because the city, I stayed in Tokyo City for the most part, but I traveled around, and the city is so full of people, but at the same time so clean. So I don't know how they make that work. Like they're very strict about things too, but yeah, it's very beautiful.
I have to confess that Japan is one of my favorite countries in the world that I've been.
Yeah, I agree. And it's crazy because like in Tokyo, when I first went there, I was a little bit nervous just because I don't speak the language. I tried to learn as much as I could because I wanted to be able to communicate with people. But getting around in Tokyo is so easy, just hop on the train and make sure you get off at the right spot, and people are willing to help you wherever you are. Even if they don't speak the language, they'll try and like figure out where you're trying to go and point you in the right direction.
Yes, it's really nice. Muy bien, pues ahorita estábamos platicando acerca de qué país tiene, o sea, de qué país tiene mayores recuerdos, y me dijo, otra vez Japón. O sea, otra vez Japón porque estuve la mayor parte de mi tiempo en Tokio, y aunque Tokio, por ejemplo, tiene muchísima gente y hay o sea, sí, la población es demasiada, a pesar de eso, la ciudad es súper limpia. Tú, por ejemplo, si quieres salir y preguntar, pues lo puedes hacer sin ningún problema. Y en comparación, por ejemplo, con otros países, la audiencia cuando van a ver la lucha es demasiado pues respetuosa, y es que así es Japón es demasiado respetuoso. So let's review a little bit of your career in WWE. You arrived in 2017 and surprised of us all, and then you made an impression in the Mae Young Classic. I want to know, how was this experience for you?
Oh gosh, that feels like so long ago now. It's crazy how much has happened in between now and then. But with the very first Mae Young Classic, I think for a lot of us women that were in the tournament, it was such a great honor to be a part of something like this, because there hadn't been a tournament like this ever before. And the chances that we got and the opportunities that we got to be in this were just so overwhelmingly surreal, because women were getting a chance to showcase their talent in a tournament that was like pretty serious. Like we got to showcase all of our stuff, and it was so great. I was happy to go as far as I did in the tournament, and worked with some amazing people. Like Rhea was one of the girls that I worked, and she's so different now. Like if you look at pictures of her and I in this tournament, we look like different people.
Really?
Yeah, Rhea has like long blonde hair. Like she looks like a Barbie doll. It's crazy how different she looks now. And even me, I used to have like my space buns, and like it's just crazy. It's crazy, the change.
Oh my God. But actually, congratulations, because you really deserve to be here and everything. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It's just such an overwhelming thing to be a part of a company like this.
But tell me, because it's so simple for me just to say like you deserve and everything, but I can imagine that you trained so hard to be there, right? I mean, it was an opportunity, a big one.
Yes.
How was that part?
So I started like training to be a wrestler back in 2007, which was, yeah, that's a lot. That I don't like to think about that length of time, but yeah, that's like a lot of years spent. And this was always my dream. And in saying that, being in New Zealand, like I didn't know how possible it was for someone like me from a tiny country on the other side of the world to even be in a company like this. So regardless of the fact, I still tried to pursue it with everything. You know, I tried to wrestle in as many countries as I could. And when the tryout opportunity came in 2014, I think it was, I gave it my all. And I wasn't signed right then and there. Like it took like another year or so. Like you said, I started in 2017. So I still kept in touch. And yeah, it's just very crazy to see the trajectory, like you said, of where my career started, and not really knowing if this could be a real thing that I could pursue, and now being here.
Yeah. Wow. Long journey.
Yeah. I don't like to think about the years. I don't like
Let's forget about the years.
Yeah.
The only thing is that you accomplished your goal and you're here, and
yeah,
this is awesome and fantastic. And this is the remarkable thing that we have to say.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Pues estábamos ahorita hablando acerca de, bueno, relativamente llegó en 2017 y le decía como un poco, pero es que ha pasado demasiado por la vida de esta chica. Y básicamente que nos sorprendió a todos cuando estuvo en el Major Classic, y le pregunté que cómo había sido esto, que cómo se había preparado también, porque pues era una oportunidad muy grande y es una oportunidad muy grande. Me dijo, sí, claro, o sea, y más para mí que yo venía como de un lugar súper chiquito, pues imagínate, o sea, tuve que entrenar muchísimo. Desde el 2007 ella se había estado preparando para esta gran oportunidad. Entonces ahora que está aquí, pues bueno, la está disfrutando demasiado. Demasiado, ¿qué tal? So, I don't want to stop here because you were a tag team champion with Raquel Rodriguez twice.
Yes.
First, I want to know what it was for you to be an NXT tag team champion. And also I want to know what happened with Raquelita.
Pardon?
What happened with her?
Oh gosh. Okay, so when she and I first became a team back in Portland, it was NXT TakeOver Portland where she came out and we joined forces. Okay. And I didn't know in terms of like how far we could take this pairing, but the fact that we just kept going from strength to strength to strength, like we really had good chemistry, like the two of us, we were great. She's such a lovely human, so it made it easy for me to work along with someone like that, you know. And then when the Dusty Cup happened, which we won, and then after that we challenged for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles, and we lost that opportunity. And then they introduced the NXT Tag Team Championship titles. Being crowned the first was an amazing experience, in saying that we did lose it the same night, but let's not think about that. And then we ended up winning them again earlier this year, I think it was. And I think it just really solidified that she and I felt like such a great team. And not to say that we deserved it, but we really vied for that opportunity to be tag team champions, and we wanted to give so much back to the division. And saying, like, our reigns weren't super long. I wish they were a little bit longer, because I think we could have had some really great matches with other tag teams in NXT. And, you know, with me and her, our relationship sort of going the way it did, I think, you know, that was just another point of growth with the both of us. And then we ended up being great opponents with one another too. Like, I still love her, but, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do and get your name on the map.
That's true, that's true. Muy bien. Pues estábamos ahorita platicando y le pregunté acerca de desde que, o sea, cómo se sintió con esto de que fue campeona de NXT, campeona de parejas de NXT doble vez, y fue con Raquel. Entonces al principio era muy amiga de Raquel y de repente no sé qué pasó que ya dejó de ser amiga de Raquel. Entonces le dije, ¿qué pasó? Y me dijo, a ver, pues obviamente que ser campeona estas 2 veces pues fue increíble. Y quiero hablar de Raquel en una cuestión de, no tengo nada personal con ella, al contrario, nos seguimos llevando muy bien. Entrenar con ella fue increíble, es una gran persona, pero pues las cosas pasan. O sea, básicamente, cuando tienes que borrarla del mapa, la tienes que borrar del mapa y así es. You just came back with Bailey and Io Sky at SummerSlam and made things very clear from the beginning. You won it all.
Yes.
And we know that now.
Yeah.
How was that moment in the premium live event?
At Clash at the Castle?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That was very overwhelming. And I think for me, you know, our group, Damage Control, was only introduced at SummerSlam. You know, like that wasn't too long ago. And then all of a sudden to be featured on this big live event, like 60,000 plus people, was just very overwhelming because for me, like I wasn't with the company a day before SummerSlam. So all these experiences and all these events that I've like Clash at the Castle, like I still feel like I'm getting used to being back with the company. So to be in front of a crowd like that was so rowdy, and to have the match that we did, and to really, as Damage Control, stake our claim on the division. You know, we came in and we wanted to change things. And I think that at Clash at the Castle, getting that win really just made people take notice. And, you know, we're not just talking the talk, we're walking the walk as well. Yeah. So, yeah, but that was very insane. Like, and even walking through the streets of Cardiff and Wales, just seeing our faces everywhere was very weird.
Okay, but I think, I don't know, but when I saw you there, I mean, in SummerSlam, I was really excited because you came back again, and I can notice that you were like super excited and nervous and everything. How was that moment as well?
SummerSlam was very surreal because, you know, like I said, a day before SummerSlam, like literally the Friday before, I didn't work with the company. I hadn't even signed a contract for WWE. So then I found out that they wanted me for SummerSlam the next day. So they flew me out Saturday morning. And that whole day was like very relaxed and chill. But I think it was because we weren't really aware of the stakes. So we were hiding on a bus the whole day. And then when we made our entrance together as a team, I think I was still in the mindset of like, oh, this is like real. This is actually happening. Yeah, that was crazy. And to be a part of a team that includes Io Shirai and Bailey, like two of the best in the world, is very cool. That's such an experience.
Yeah. And we can tell, I can tell that it's a new era. Now we can see that, and I'm really excited about that. Congratulations to be part of that.
Thank you so much. It definitely feels like such a change for sure.
Yes. Yeah, we deserve that thing. Muy bien. Pues estábamos ahorita platicando acerca de cuando ella que regresó básicamente en SummerSlam, que cómo se sintió, porque aparte qué regreso tuvo. Y me dijo, bueno, lo voy a ir dividiendo. Ella me dijo, es que yo, un día antes de SummerSlam, yo no era parte de la compañía. Entonces yo no sabía qué iba a pasar con mi vida hasta que fue SummerSlam, no sé qué, y ya le tienes que dar todo con... Entonces para ella fue como, o sea, fue demasiado. Y bueno, regresar con Io Sky, con Io Sky y Bailey, pues fue como también un boom, porque sabemos que son dos mujeres súper poderosas. Y ahora que estuvo también en Clash at the Castle, ver a todas esas personas y haber tenido ese Premium Live Event como lo tuvieron, pues fue para ella como un regreso increíble. Y eso nos da muchísimo gusto. So, you were born with the word victory on your forehead. We can tell. Tell me, please, winning at Clash of the Castle against Bianca, Asuka, and Alexa, how does it feel?
Oh gosh, I think getting that win and against those three women, like they are individually so amazing. Together as a team, they're also amazing. They're a force to be reckoned with. But I think winning over a team like that really made us as Damage Control just make people take notice. You know, as we came in, we kept saying things like control and change and all these words, and you know, getting to the point of Clash and getting that win, I think it made people take us like very seriously. And the moment itself was very cool too. Like you can't trade that for anything else. Like getting the win at an event like that, like a Clash at the Castle in front of a crowd like that. Yeah, that was amazing.
Muy bien, muy bien.
Yeah.
Pues, estábamos ahorita, le pregunté acerca de qué onda. O sea, esta cuestión de que ella nació, porque lo sabemos, ella nació con el triunfo aquí en la frente, ¿no? Y yo le dije, ¿cómo fue para ti estar enfrente de Dakota? O sea, bueno, para Dakota, ¿cómo fue ganar Clash of the Castle en contra de Bianca, de Asuka y Alexa, que sabemos que son pues de las más duras que hay ahorita, ¿no? ¿Cómo se sintió? Ella me dijo, no, pues impresionante. O sea, porque individualmente cada una de ellas es una gran persona, pero ya hacerlo esto como contra todas ellas en equipo, y aparte de todo, estando enfrente de tanta audiencia, pues o sea, lo que ella sintió fue indescriptible. And the cherry on the cake. Io and you just won the WWE Tag Team Championship against Raquel, Raquel and Alia. So what does that moment represent in your career, and how was it achieved?
So with the Women's Tag Team Championships being brought back and them creating a tournament around it, during the tournament, we were really adamant that we were going to be the ones to win those championships, in saying that, you know, in the finals, it didn't work out that way. So I think with the rematch, we knew we had to be the ones to win them. In terms of us and Damage Control and all the things we've been saying, you know, we won at Clash, but we needed more momentum. And for Io and I to win these tag team championships, like, that not only does it do something for us and us as a group, but it does something for the division. You know, like I would love to defend these tag team championships against any team that wants to challenge for them. I think that not only elevates us, but elevates the division and all the women within it together. You know, I want so badly for this division to be like, continue to be elevated and lifted, and just to prove that we are worthy of these tag team championships, and whoever wants to sort of try and take them off of us, but it's not going to be that easy. So but it was such a cool moment. It was such a cool moment to win them alongside